Okay, let's try this again, shall we? All right. Not the most auspicious beginning to 2025, but here we go. This is, this will not be a harbinger of things to come this year. Just getting the crap out of the way in the first couple of hours, and the internet is a funny thing. And yet we're back. So, hey, evidence that crap can happen and we can overcome it and get to where we want to go. So here we are. Um, we were close to 1,000 people online around the world when we started. Hopefully everybody will decide to come back and not say, "Well, that's it. Let's give up on this." Um, yes, and perfection isn't the goal. Progress, not perfection. Um, all right, so all kinds of comments coming in, and as I was saying earlier, people from all around the world. So exciting to to do this and gather with folks around the world as we clear what doesn't belong and set ourselves up for all kinds of awesomeness. This Arkansas, Malaysia, Belgium, Slovakia. Yes. All right. So, okay. Let's now that we're here, let's do it. Because right after this, so for those of you who I'm still going to do this session for an hour. What? But you shouldn't now. I had to check the internet and everything. So, yep. Thank you. My wife doing tech checks for me. But hopefully it's not still glitchy. Hopefully you can see me fine and hear me fine. As best as I can tell, the internet is up and running fine now. Um, so yes. So to reiterate, I am going to do this for this webinar for an hour, and then we will do the VIP session. I know a number of you have already signed up for the VIP session. Oops, I'll put that in the chat. Um, at the end of this, yeah. At the end of this, we're going to do another hour, but it'll be on Zoom, so I'll be able to interact with folks, and so it'll be the tapping rounds we do will be more directed to stuff going on. Whereas this, I'll be trying to take stuff from the comments, but it's always a little bit different. Always great when we can be on a Zoom call together. So that will start about 10 minutes after this session ends. So it will go a little bit longer. Sorry about that. It's just the way the tech works. But I don't want to, for those of you who could only join for the webinar, I want to deprive you of the first 20 minutes because of my internet problems. So, um, so, all right. As always, let's go ahead and start by closing our eyes. Take a deep breath in and hold it, and let it go. Now, just breathing comfortably with your eyes closed. Breathing comfortably, and just go ahead and follow your breath through your body, allowing yourself to feel connected, like feel your feet on the floor or whatever part of you is connected to something. Allow yourself to feel that connection. Allow yourself to feel centered and grounded, allowing yourself to be right here, right now, as present as possible, so as to receive maximum benefit from this hour. Just following your breath through your body, just allow yourself to be aware of what's going on in there. Notice what you're feeling physically and what you're feeling emotionally. And just for a moment, in order to really open ourselves up to an amazing 2025, let's take a moment to think about 2024. And following your breath through your body, noticing how you feel physically and how you feel emotionally when you think about 2024. Just notice on a scale of 0 to 10 how much discomfort there might be. 0 would be, I feel totally at peace with this past year. I let it go when the ball dropped last night. Um, and hopefully holding on to some positive feelings about some of the awesome things that may have happened in this past 12 months. But allow yourself to be aware on a scale of 0 to 10 how much discomfort there might be. Notice where you feel it in your body. Notice on a scale of 0 to 10 how strong it might be. Notice what thoughts, beliefs, or memories might be connected to that. What is that discomfort about? Allowing yourself to be aware of any parts of you that feel a need to hang on to that. Asking yourself, why am I hanging on to this? Why does that seem useful, necessary? And just allowing yourself to be aware of where that is inside. Go ahead and take a deep breath. Open your eyes. Yeah, let's start doing some tapping. Even though I may be hanging on to some stuff from last year, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I might have some 2024 discomfort, I'll choose to love and honor myself. Even though I might be holding on to some discomfort from last year, and I don't want it to slow me down moving into the new year. Even though I might be hanging on to stuff from last year, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself, and maybe anyone else involved, because I choose to be that free. All this past year discomfort, all this stuff I'm still holding on to, all this discomfort from 2024. There were some good things that happened. I mean, I'm still here, so at least I survived. And there was some crap. And part of me insists on hanging on to that crap. But I've got a new year ahead of me. I have all kinds of opportunities. There are all kinds of amazing possibilities. And I want to be as open to them as possible. All this stuff I might be hanging on to from last year, or even previous years. I'm giving myself permission to be free. Letting go of what no longer serves me. Letting go of what is no longer useful to me. When I think about what a successful 2025 might look like, are the things that I'm hanging on to useful in achieving that success? Anything I'm holding on to from 2024 that doesn't make me happier or healthier, I'm giving myself permission to let it go. Releasing it at a cellular level, releasing it all the way back through my past, back through the past 12 months, back as far as I need to go. I'm giving myself permission to be free so as to make the most of this new year. I love and appreciate all these parts of me that might be hanging on to some crap, believing that it's somehow useful. And I'm allowing myself to reconsider. Is it really necessary? Does it really serve me? It's not that I'm wrong for holding on to it. And I honor those parts of me that feel it's necessary. I'm just giving myself permission to let go of any crap from 2024, setting myself more free for an awesome 2025 in body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes, go inside. Notice what's going on in there. Hopefully, any discomfort that you might have been feeling is reduced. Hopefully, very reduced. And so now, still following your breath through your body, noticing what you're feeling. I want you to imagine that it's New Year's Day 2026. And looking back at 2025 and imagining it was a very successful year, allow yourself to be aware of what that looks like. What are the things that you want to feel that you succeeded at? What are the things that you hope to achieve in this year? So just taking a moment, giving yourself permission to really just entertain what a successful 2025 looks like. So when you say 2025 is going to be my year, what does that mean? Allow yourself to have some specifics about that. And as you imagine having had this successful 2025, again, following your breath through your body, noticing what you feel physically and what you feel emotionally, and notice where there might be some discomfort, some tension, some resistance, some doubt, some fear. Allow yourself to be aware of any reasons why you couldn't or shouldn't have a successful year. So, this is called success beyond belief. So, what is the success beyond your beliefs about what's possible? Imagining this successful year, imagining having achieved what you want to achieve, and ask yourself, why not? Why couldn't or shouldn't you be, do, or have these things? And don't judge the answers that come up. Don't judge yourself for having reasons. Just allow yourself to get curious about any reasons why you couldn't or shouldn't have a successful 2025, why you couldn't or shouldn't achieve the goals that come to mind in terms of what a successful year would look like. Take a deep breath, open your eyes. Even though I have some doubts about what can happen, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I have some doubts about what can happen, I choose to love and honor myself. Even though I have some doubts about what can happen, some beliefs about why it's not possible, or at least not possible for me. Even though I have these beliefs about why it couldn't or shouldn't happen, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself, and maybe anyone else who might be involved. All these doubts about what can happen this year, any doubts I might have about my success. When I look at what I want in 2025, part of me feels excited, and part of me might have some doubts. Yeah, like that'll ever happen. Parts of me might be saying, my enthusiasm's good for maybe this week, but then I'll give up like I have before. I can allow myself to get excited on New Year's Day, but I have little faith that it'll stay there because of the past. But I'm not really limited by the past. What I did last January, or failed to do, does not determine what I'll do this year. My past is not proof of what I'm capable of. It only shows where I was at that time, especially with the limiting beliefs I had at that time. Since I'm taking the time to clear those limiting beliefs, this new year is a whole new ballgame. I am not limited by my past. As long as I allow myself to change my mind. And there's the catch. Part of me says, I don't want to change my mind. But there's an old saying, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. But if I always think what I've always thought, I'm always going to do what I've always done. I'm allowing myself to change my mind about some things, especially about myself. I'm allowing myself to change my mind about myself. I've defined myself by my past behavior. I've defined myself by my current circumstances. It's time to change my mind about myself. Because the truth is, I am a magnificent child of the universe, worthy and deserving of the best this world has to offer. And there is nothing that is too good for me. And my current circumstances and my past experiences do not prove otherwise. I am capable of more than I know. I'm capable of more than I've ever done. But I have had some beliefs that have held me back. I choose to find the success beyond those beliefs. I'm allowing myself to question those beliefs. When I look back at things I failed at, what was going on at that time? Why did I talk myself out of success? Or if it seems like something that was outside of my control, what decisions did I make about that? Like not feeling deserving of better things. And those are just misunderstandings. And I'm changing my mind about those things. Giving myself the freedom to change my mind about who I am, what I can do, and what I can have. So when I imagine a successful 2025, what does that look like? And who is the version of me that can make that happen? Who is the version of me that can allow those great things? That person is inside of me. And I'm releasing whatever covers that up. Just like Michelangelo did with the David. I'm releasing what doesn't belong. to reveal the masterpiece inside, the best version of me, the most successful version of me, the most useful version of me. I choose to be really useful in 2025. And I choose to be well rewarded for that usefulness. And I'm clearing whatever doubts come up around that, clearing whatever resistance comes up around that. Whatever might stop me from being the best version of myself, I choose to let that stuff go. And I'm processing whatever needs to be processed, especially any grief that I might be feeling. If I've suffered losses in 2024, I may not be ready to let that all go at the turn of the year. And I'm honoring my feelings and allowing myself to have hope, processing whatever I need to process. I'm giving myself as much freedom as possible to do what I can do to make this a great year. Continuing to release those doubts about why I couldn't or shouldn't have an awesome new year. Continuing to clear any doubts that I have what it takes to do what it takes. Allowing myself to find the enthusiasm, allowing myself to find the motivation as I set myself free to create an awesome new year. In body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep breath. Let it go. Go inside and check with what's going on in there. Thinking about what you want to achieve. Again, with your eyes closed now, thinking about what a successful new year looks like, what you want to achieve this year. And feeling what goes on inside, say, I can do this. This is possible. And notice on a scale of 0 to 10 how true that feels. Imagining a successful new year, imagining, again, New Year's Day 2026 and looking back at a successful 2025, thinking about those particular things that you wish to achieve and say, it's safe for me to achieve these things. And rate that on a scale of 0 to 10. And to the extent that it might not be a 10 in terms of how safe it feels or how possible it feels, just allow yourself to follow your breath through your body. Notice where you feel that. And notice the thoughts, beliefs, and memories that come up as to why you couldn't or shouldn't be at a 10 in terms of it feeling safe, in terms of it feeling possible. those hows. Okay, that actually, Leanne, that's a great one. Um, I'm just going to jump in here with it. So if you haven't already opened your eyes, go ahead and do so now. Hold on, I'm going to cover this. When yeah. So I'm going to cover the comments just so that I can do the flow and do the tapping. I block the comments, so I'm not trying to read those at the same time. And you should be tapping, not typing right now anyway. So I love your comments. I love your engagement and your enthusiasm and your participation. So I just want to let you know that while I'm doing this, that I won't be reading that. So even though I'm not sure how it's all going to happen, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I'm not sure how it's all going to happen, I choose to love and honor myself. Even though I'm not sure how it's all going to happen, I might have a vision of what I want. I have some idea of what it looks like. I'm just not sure how it's going to happen. It's like having a picture of an amazing meal, but no recipe. And even though I have doubts about how it's going to happen, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself, and maybe anyone else who might be involved, because I choose to be that free. All these doubts about how it's going to happen, all these doubts about how it's going to happen. I have some ideas about what I want this year. I may even have images of it on my vision board. And part of me gets excited about that image. And part of me says, who are you kidding? You don't know how to get that. There's no obvious path from here to there. And without that obvious path, part of me doubts that it can happen. But if I go on my phone and I type in my destination, the GPS can figure it out. I may not know immediately how to get there. Most of the time, I don't when I put something into my phone. If I decide to go to a new restaurant, I don't have to first decide how to get there. Well, I can't go to a restaurant that I haven't figured out where it is. I figure out the destination, and then the plan becomes clear. If I only set goals that I already know how to get, I'm going to end up with more of what I already have, which may be awesome depending on what I already have. but I also want to stretch myself. So that voice that tells me that I can't set a goal unless I already know how to do it is a misunderstanding. Somebody else's limiting belief. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure out how to do it. But first, I have to decide what it's going to be. And I might worry about getting the goal right. Can't plan a successful 2025 until I know exactly what it should look like. Every single success down to the detail. And that's what it has to look like. And until I'm sure that that's the right thing, I'm going to leave my drawing board blank. Can't put a picture on my vision board until I'm sure it's the perfect thing. And I choose to love and appreciate those parts of me that are just trying to protect me from disappointment. Maybe to protect me from criticism from other people. If I put something on my vision board, maybe it's someone else saying, that's not going to happen. But how do they know? That's just what they're telling themselves. Anyone who feels good about their goals is going to encourage me to feel good about mine. If they're being discouraging, it's because they feel discouraged. And I can show them these videos on YouTube that'll help them. And I can be okay if they choose not to watch. All this belief that in order for me to have a successful 2025, I need some other people to change. That's why I can't succeed, because other people are in my way. And part of me says, this is such a comforting thought. Because then if I fail, it's not my fault. Oh, yeah, I was going to have a really successful new year. But Bob kept being Bob. No offense to any Bobs watching. And so my success was limited. Wasn't my fault. What could I do about it? And I choose to love and appreciate those parts of me. That might want to use other people as an excuse. And even if some people are involved, there is so much more that I could achieve, regardless of whether or not they change. just in terms of me being happier and healthier. It's an inside job, and people can only limit that if I allow them to. Maybe I can choose not to allow them to. All these reasons why I hold myself back. All these doubts about what's possible for me. All these fears about what might not be safe for me. When I imagine a successful new year and certain successes that I wish to achieve, why might part of me question the safety of that? What danger do I think there might be if I actually achieved these things? And I'm allowing myself to process that fear. Part of me is afraid that I can't have this success. Part of me is very afraid that I can have this success. I may have more fear of success than I have fear of failure. And I'm processing all of these fears, allowing myself to clear those out, clearing those at a cellular level, and clearing those all the way back through my past. I choose to be open to the possibility. It's absolutely safe for me to succeed. I have what it takes to keep myself safe. I have what it takes to make myself safer. And the more I allow myself to feel peace, the more clearly I can think, the better the choices I can make to take really good care of myself. So I'm clearing these limiting beliefs about what doesn't feel safe, about what doesn't feel possible, about not knowing how to do it. Chances are the how to do it is already out there. And I've just been stopping myself from figuring it out. And if I can't find the way, I'll make the way. Setting myself free to achieve even greater success in body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep breath. Let it go. Close your eyes. Go inside. And just check in with what's going on in there. Just allow yourself to be aware of, so again, imagine a successful 2025, what that looks like. And say, it's possible for me to achieve this success. Say, it's safe for me to achieve this success. number of comments here about why it might not feel safe. It's just allowing yourself to be aware of anything that might be coming up. And whether it's thoughts and beliefs and memories that come up, specific ideas about why you couldn't or shouldn't have greater success, or any sensation that you have. You may be saying, I'm not sure why it doesn't feel safe, but I just get this knot in my stomach or this tension in my throat. I might alienate people. It doesn't feel like I can do it. So allowing yourself to be aware of why why that doesn't do that. Uh, Grace, if I succeed, I'll disappoint ancestors, and money is evil. Everybody tapping. Money is not evil. Money is just a tool. People can use it in bad ways. People will do bad things to get it, but money is not evil. A brick can be used to build a hospital. A brick can be used to break a window to steal things. A brick is just a tool, how people use it. So allowing yourself to keep letting that idea go, letting those misunderstandings go, those old beliefs. I'm afraid I'll open myself to ridicule. So, who is thinking better of you because you're not allowing yourself to have the success that you want? Why wouldn't people who care about you want you to have the best life possible? This fear of alienating people, this fear of these different thoughts. Anyone who cares about you, because think about the people that you care about. And don't you want the best for them? And if not, ask yourself why not? Think about anyone that you love and ask yourself, do I want their health, wealth, and happiness to be limited? If so, please tap on that. And if you're thinking that anybody else would want that limited, how are you doing them any favors by supporting those unhealthy feelings on their part? So afraid of the effort it takes. So the um, the effort, so often it feels like more effort because of the resistance that's there. And as we clear the resistance, as we clear the limiting beliefs, as we clear all the reasons why we couldn't or shouldn't do it, it becomes much less effort. It becomes much more joyful. So the whatever effort we put in is joyful. We're doing what feels really good. So let's do one more round here. We'll do one more round, and then we're going to and we'll close out with a guided imagery, and then we'll go into the VIP session. Again, so the VIP, the link to the VIP is right in the thing below. It's just tapwithbrad.com. Put this here. Type with my microphone in the way. Um, so the VIP session will start 10 minutes after that. So it'll probably be around 2:30 Pacific. If I'm visible, I'll be rejected and ridiculed. Yeah, I get ridiculed all the time. People come on and go on YouTube and go, "Wow, you look silly." Oh well, I am loving my life so much. I love what I do, and I love getting comments like from Brett is so lovable. I love getting comments like that, and that I'm being useful. So if someone thinks I'm ridiculous, you know, people think all kinds of crazy things. If I had to worry about what 8 billion people on the planet thought about, it's impossible. So, um, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna cover up this again, covering up the comments, tapping, not typing. Even though I have these New Year's fears, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I have these fears about success, I choose to love and honor myself. Even though I have all these fears about other people and what they're going to think of me, even ones that have been dead for centuries. But part of me says I need to worry about what they'd think. But my limited success doesn't serve anyone. My playing small doesn't serve the world or anyone else. And even though I have these New Year's fears, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself, and maybe anyone else who might be involved, because I choose to be that free. All these New Year's fears, all these fears about achieving more success and how that might alienate people, how that might dishonor my ancestors. I'm open to the possibility that being the best version of myself, the most useful version of myself, the most successful version of myself, only honors my family. How can it serve my family to be less successful? And I'm not shaming myself for having had this belief. It's what's been taught to me. It's the reason other people have limited themselves. And they prolong this myth to justify their limitations. And I'm clearing these misunderstandings. My success honors my family. My success honors the world. My success honors the Creator. I choose to make the most of what I was given. If I run a company and I hire an employee, I'm not going to say, do less than you can do. If you're too successful, that will dishonor us. I choose to be the best I can be. And anyone who doesn't want the best from me He's not someone I need to serve. At least I don't need to serve their expectations. If they want less than the best for me, I choose to send them all kinds of healing energy because that would only come from their fears. Anybody who's happy and healthy is going to want me to be happy and healthy. And the happier and healthier I am, the more I want other people to be happy and healthy. I choose to see that that's a good thing. And the more successful I am, the more I might be seen. And I might be seen by people who don't want the best for me. And that's not my problem. People might ridicule me. People will certainly judge me because that's what people do. And I do it to others. And I can handle it. I choose to clear my need to judge others as I clear my fear of being judged by others. If I'm becoming more healthy, happy, and successful, so what if they're judging me? Perhaps the more successful I become, the more I can help them get over whatever's causing that. That comes from something painful inside of them. And it's there whether I'm successful or not. So limiting my success doesn't help them. Limiting my success doesn't help anybody. But my success helps everybody. Because everything is energy. And the more positive energy I feel, the more I'm making the collective energy positive. Clearing these remaining fears, including my fear of being disappointed. All this fear of setting a goal and not achieving it. I'll have to feel disappointed if I don't achieve it. But then if I don't go for it, instead of feeling the risk of disappointment, I'm guaranteeing disappointment. If I have a specific goal, and I have to feel disappointed if I don't achieve it, then I'm already disappointed. Going for it increases my chances of success. And disappointment is an option, not a requirement. I'm going to repeat that. Disappointment is an option, not a requirement. So when I look at particular goals that I might have, and I look at the possibility of not achieving them, I can say I might feel disappointed, but I don't have to feel that. Clearing the need to feel that disappointment. There is no failure, there's only feedback. And every attempt I make at success helps me get better at achieving it. So every attempt I make is a win-win situation. So I'm clearing those fears. All these fears that I've allowed to hold me back. These fears that might have stopped 2024 from being better. I'm not going to let them get in the way of 2025. I'm noticing these beliefs and I am clearing them, setting myself free to succeed in body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes, go inside, and just notice what's going on in there. Actually, open your eyes for a moment. I want to share something real quick. So, just to let you know, I am going to be doing something to help you achieve more success this year. Starting not this week, but next week, I'll be running an 8-week live program. Uh, there'll be different modalities, there'll be a course workbook, and so we'll be meeting each week to go through specifically. These will be 90-minute sessions each week, and they'll be recorded. So if you can't be on them live, but so Success Beyond Belief 2025 will be an 8-week course starting on the 10th. The link is down below in the instructions down below or description box. It's also tapwithbrad.com/SBB. And I hope that you might consider joining me for that, for starting the first 2 months in a really successful way, uh, coming together as a group and really clearing out all those reasons why you couldn't or shouldn't have a very successful 2025. So there's that. Um, uh, the box. That'll be Fridays at 1 p.m. Pacific, same time as this. I like doing things at 1 p.m. Pacific because it's not too late for those of you in Europe. It's not too early for most of you down under, or at least some of you. So it tries to span a certain amount of the globe. And yeah. All right. So we are going to close out with a guided imagery because that's how I like to end these live sessions. And then we'll take a 10-minute break, and then we'll come back for the VIP session. Again, that's tapwithbrad.com/VIP. The link is in there. And um, yeah, so go ahead. Yes, it's in the middle of the night in India. My apologies to those of you who follow my work in India. And I know that some of you have may have stayed up in the middle of the night for this. Must every so often I do something that's at a better time for those of you over there. um, but Yeah, so hopefully you can join me for the VIP session after this, or join me for Success Beyond Belief 2025, tavbrad.com/SBB, for an 8-week program to really have an amazing first 2 months to really create a successful 2025. And now we're going to do our guided imagery. If you have to go someplace, thank you for joining us. And if you can stick around for a few more minutes, then please go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and hold it. And let it go. Another deep breath in and hold it. And let it go. A third deep breath in and hold it. And let it go. Now just breathing comfortably with your eyes closed. Breathing comfortably, and just imagine that with each breath you take in, you breathe in relaxation and positive energy. Go ahead and imagine a healing light of whatever color you like surrounding your body, so that with each breath you take in, your lungs comfortably draw in that healing light, allowing it to flow through every muscle, nerve, fiber, tissue, cell, and atom of your body. Imagine a healing shower flowing down crystal clear water that's a perfect temperature as it flows over the top of your head, soothing and relaxing your scalp, washing away fear, doubt, anxiety, washing away anger, sadness, guilt, shame, washing away pain, frustration, disappointment, embarrassment, washing these away to reveal the light that you truly are. This unique expression of divine light and love, allowing more and more of that light to be revealed as that healing shower flows over your forehead, relaxing the muscles in your face, flowing down over the back of your head, your neck, your shoulders, washing away tension, leaving your shoulders calm, comfortable, and relaxed. Healing shower flowing down your arms, all the way down over your fingertips, down over your chest and your stomach, soothing and relaxing, healing and cleansing, and allowing yourself to remain comfortably in whatever position you choose. Allow that healing shower to flow down over your upper and lower back. And as your torso relaxes, your internal organs comfortably do whatever they need to do to achieve and maintain your optimal level of health and well-being in body, mind, and spirit. As that healing shower continues down over your body, down over your hips and your thighs, over your knees, down your lower legs, through your ankles, into your feet, and finally that relaxation flows over your toes as you allow yourself to relax twice as much, going at least twice as deep with each number as I count backwards: 5, drifting down to 4, floating down to 3, 2, 1, and 0 is deep sleep. Remembering that each and every time you hear me say the words deep sleep, with your permission and only with your permission, you allow yourself to return to this depth, or even deeper, 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 quickly, soundly, deeply. And the physical body relaxes, and with that relaxation comes a wonderful sense of calm well-being of body and mind. Deeper, deeper. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0 is deep sleep. And in this calm, comfortable state of mind and body, go ahead and imagine yourself in some really beautiful place. Some place where you allow yourself to be present to the beauty, the magnificence, the abundance of creation. Just looking out at the horizon, seeing that there's just so much abundance, so many wonderful things here, so many things that are here for you as much as anyone else. Allowing yourself to remember What part of you deep down knows that you are a magnificent child of the universe, worthy and deserving of the best this world has to offer, and there really is nothing that is too good for you. Allowing yourself to know this in every fiber of your being. And for a moment, just turning around and looking back towards the past year and past years, all the way back as far as you choose to look back, maybe even back before you were born. And just allow yourself to be aware of those things that may have weighed you down, that may have limited your potential, that may have caused you to stop yourself from being, doing, and having more of what you really want. And allow yourself to be absolutely compassionate with yourself, absolutely forgiving of yourself, because you were doing the best you could with the things that you have done in the past and the things that you might have failed to do in the past. You were doing the best you could at that time, given the beliefs that you had, the programming that you had. Imagine that that programming is there, like maybe like a jacket or some piece of clothing that you have on that you were given years ago, and it's held you back, it's limited you. And allow yourself to be compassionate with that version of you that felt you needed to hold this, to wear it, and allowing yourself to unzip it, unbutton it, whatever. Take off that overcoat, poncho, cape, jacket, whatever it might have been, and allow yourself to lay it down. And you might even notice that some part of you knows that this might be an article of clothing that people in your past have worn, that ancestors have worn. And as you release it, you're setting them free as well. Any limitations that you feel you owe to your family is a limiting belief and a misunderstanding. And by you setting yourself free, you are doing them a favor, allowing yourself to feel that, allowing yourself as you take off that limitation, whatever's held you back, releasing that and allowing yourself to feel lighter as we just release it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0 is deep sleep. And allow yourself to just feel lighter and freer. And now leaving the past in the past, bringing with you only that which is truly useful to you. And now turning forward again and looking at all the possibilities, all the awesomeness ahead of you, and allowing yourself to feel excited, allowing yourself to feel that enthusiasm. Enthusiasm comes from the Latin word entheos, being one with source, one with God, one with divine. Whatever that means for you, being one with the source of all goodness in the world. Allowing yourself to feel that connection. Allowing yourself to just consider what you are capable of accomplishing with that power surging through you. It's awesome. You are awesome. Allowing yourself to feel that awesomeness in every fiber of your being. Allowing yourself to be more and more aware of your awesomeness, more and more excited about how sharing your awesomeness benefits the world. Feeling that more and more as we go even deeper now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0 is deep sleep. In a moment, I'll count you back out from 0 up to 5. 5 will be wide awake, alert, focused, and energetic, feeling much better than before. Feeling much more aware of your awesomeness, much more excited about sharing that awesomeness. Tonight, when you choose to go to sleep, don't be surprised when you fall asleep quickly, soundly, deeply, and sleep very well through the night. During the night, you'll dream. The more you dream, the stronger you become. I'm going to ask your unconscious mind to allow at least one of these dreams to be a very healing dream. Continuing this healing process in body, mind, and spirit so that in the morning, at the time you've chosen to wake up, you wake up easily, feeling refreshed, energetic, and ready to start the day again, powerfully moving forward into an ever more joyful experience of an ever greater abundance of health, wealth, happiness, and love, which are your birthright and which benefit others. Now go back down to zero, which is always deep sleep, allowing your mind, body, and spirit to digest all of these positive thoughts and images, taking them in at a very deep level so that these positive changes occur easily, effortlessly, and naturally. Coming up to one, feeling physically relaxed. Two, feeling emotionally calm and confident. Three, health and well being, enthusiasm, love, joy, and gratitude flowing through every muscle, nerve, fiber, tissue, cell, and atom of your body. Four, becoming more and more alert and aware of your surroundings. And five is eyes open, wide awake. One, two, three, four, five, eyes open, wide awake. One, two, three, four, five, eyes open, wide awake, and welcome back. And thank you so much for joining me for this presentation. I hope it will help you create an awesome new year. Um, it's certainly an awesome start to my year, uh, which a year that I already know is going to be awesome. Going back to London, my favorite city in the world, going back to Florence to see my buddy David. Been invited to speak in Croatia and at the Omega Institute, all kinds of amazing things. I hope your year is likewise amazing. You deserve an amazing year, and your amazing year benefits so many other people. So, and when there's some way that I can support you in making it more amazing, I'm here for you. So, thank you for joining me for this. Again, put it in the chat real quick. Here's the link to the VIP session. If you want to join us for that, we'll start at 2:40 Pacific time, so 40 minutes. So that gives us about 7 minutes to take care of anything you need to take care of before then. Um, and then if you want to join me for the 8-week program, Success Beyond Belief 2025, that link is now in the chat box. And I think it's much from Australia. We are planning to go to Australia also later this year. Haven't sorted all his plans yet, but that. Oh, Paul, look forward to seeing you in London as well. Awesome, awesome. All right, you guys are awesome. Yes, looking forward to being in Italy. So excited about doing my first workshop in Italy. Um, cool. Register for VIP. If you register for VIP, go into your library, tapwithbrad.com/library, and you will find it in there. And you'll find the link. VIP session will be a Zoom call, so everyone's going to be on Zoom, so we'll be able to see each other, and I will be working one-on-one with folks, and it'll be much more directed. My tapping rounds will be much more directed on what's going on in there. So. All right, so VIP link. If you sign up for VIP, you'll find it in your library, tapwithbrad.com/VIP. Yes, New Zealand. The intention is to do New Zealand and Australia. So, and the 8-week class starts on the 10th. So not this Friday, but the following Friday. 1 p.m. Pacific is the live sessions, 90-minute sessions. All right. Any other questions that you have? Italy will be March 29th. London will be April 12th. Not sure when I'll get back to Amsterdam. Anyhow, any other questions you have, direct to info@tapwithbrad.com. Thank you so much for joining me for this, and I'll talk to you soon. And for those of you, yeah, put this, hold on. Okay. I just put in there the link to your library on my website. If you registered for the VIP session, then you will find Success Beyond Belief 2025 VIP in your library. All right. Um, all right. Awesome, guys. I will tap with you soon. Thanks so much for joining me. Take care, everybody.